All right, so what's up, guys? So we are out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all you guys to simply sit back, watch, admire, and enjoy, right, as we make our way around the bend, right, at a particular building our muscles, right, because we want to get bigger, stronger, faster, healthier, you name it, man. This is what we are out here chasing or striving to attain. And you know, for you in particular, you may want to think about that, right? How particular can you make your muscles grow, right, and expand, whatever it is that your goal may be, right? It could be for aesthetics, right? It could be for strength, whatever it is that you aspire to obtain. Really think about how you can grow. Oh, is that guy stopped right there? But we're okay. And in particular, right, you want to think about ways to make your muscles grow, right, get bigger. And don't worry, because we're going to give you those 4 tips on how to do just that. And tip number 1, in order to make those muscles grow, is of course to exercise, right? Because so many people, you'll be shocked, expect to have amazing results, right? They compare themselves to these IFBB bodybuilders and fitness models and so forth. But the thing is, they don't want to do any exercise, right? They expect to magically wake up one day and have those bodies, which is quite foolish. But you'll be surprised, right? You may even be one of those people, hopefully not. And you know, it's gonna take some exercise, right? It's gonna take, you know, breaking down those muscles and building them back up, right? Well, how beautiful does that sound, right? And that's the whole process of building that muscle, is tearing it away and reformulating it, having it come back harder and stronger, right? So many people, you know, don't think of it that way. They think of it as just pain, right, and torture, and this pretty much horrible thing that they are subjected to do, whether or not they are willing to do so or not, right? Because to be honest, I may love fitness, I may love going to the gym, working out and exercising, but the majority of people do not, right? That's why so many people don't work out, they don't exercise, or even if they do, they're not happy, right? You can see it. You can see the face of torture on them. And you know what some of them don't really think is that the exercise is actually amazing, because it's putting them on the path towards getting huge muscles, right? Getting bigger and stronger, right? But they are so focused on, you know, people that are probably either on steroids or have already put in so and so amount of years before them, of course, right? You're not going to attain years, you know, of training in one day or even a week, right? It's foolish. But as long as you are exercising, tearing down that muscle, you're only going to get stronger and stronger. It's only going to build up more and more, right? So by keeping that mindset, right, that growth mindset, specifically when it comes to exercising, you know, you are going to make your muscles bigger and stronger and more aesthetic. So that's tip number 1. Go to the gym and exercise, right? Don't neglect that. And you will be on your way to having bigger muscles. And in particular, tip number 2, as far as getting your muscles to grow, believe it or not, is to rest them. Hello, right? So many people don't do this, right? They may train their muscles every day, or God forbid, even 2 times a day, right? It's a scary thought for me, because I always train very hard one day and give my body a day to rest the next, right? At least there's body parts, right? Although we train every day, we don't train the same way every day, right? One day we do a heavy full body lift, and the next day we do some cardio, right? The cardio's not specifically designed, you know, to build huge muscles, but ultimately our endurance, and we're going to talk about that later on in tip number 3. But you know, at least for now we're talking about the rest, because if you don't rest, you know, essentially you are going to be, you know, not allowing your body to recover and recuperate, because the growth doesn't happen while you're awake, right? Many people may be deceived when they go to the gym, start working out, and they look a little bit bigger, right? It's not your body growing, but only the muscle pump, right? Which only lasts about an hour or so. And the true growth is going to happen when you're asleep, and specifically in REM sleep, right? Not that sleep of you hitting the snooze button and getting an extra 5-10 minutes of sleep, right? Think about the times where you're actually sleeping and dreaming, right? And being almost undisturbed, right? Aside from someone having to shake your head and wake you up, right? You want to be in that deep sleep, right? It allows your body to regenerate itself and recover, right? Get, you know, the rest that it needs in order to build itself and build your muscles. So in particular, another thing that you want to do to get stronger and build that muscle is to do your cardio, right? Because it's going to build that endurance, right? That lasting strength, because so many people, when they're in their gym or working out, they can get tired very quickly, and essentially it's because they have poor cardio. But if you have poor cardio and you're trying to lift weights, your cardio is actually going to get in the way of you being able to lift those weights, like curl that way and so forth. And you know, for many people, you can't neglect your cardio, because you know, it's only going to allow you to last in the gym and focus on what you got to do, and it's just lift weights, right? How much weight can you possibly lift if your entire body is gassed, right? It's tired, right? Almost like why a fighter trains cardio, right? It may seem to have little to do with the actual fight, right? The actual you know, conversion of a punch to energy, but they know that if they don't train cardio, it's going to get in the way, you know, of their actual boxing training, right? The training of strengthening those muscle fibers and getting the punch that they have to get. But if they don't have that cardio, they won't even be able to do the training to get there. So that's one big tip, right? Do that cardio and you'll be on your way, you know, to getting these bigger, stronger muscles due to your heightened endurance. So think about that, and we will go into tip number 4. And specifically for muscle, one thing that we learned from Joe Rogan in particular is that volume is very, very important. So many people neglect this, right? They'll only do back and biceps one day, and then another day they'll do glutes and hammies. But what's more effective, what's been proven to be more effective, is to simply do everything in one day, or at least the upper body half one day and the lower body half another. I personally do everything in one day, right? And I cannot be any more happy, right? And like we mentioned before, having the cardio is going to allow you to do this. You train every body part in one day, you're not going to be tired. And you know, essentially what's more crucial, more important, is that you're training each muscle more days of the week, right? Because how many times can you train every single muscle a week if you're only focusing on 2 per workout, right? You're gonna spend more time in the gym, more time commuting between the gym, right? And having to shower and get ready. All that stuff takes time, when in fact, you could have actually just done it all in one shot, in one go, right? That's what I do. So really learn from that and emulate that as we were checking our time. But you know, those are the 4 tips in order to gain muscle. As always, we say thank you very much and goodbye.